Yo, what's up, chat? Hope you guys' Sunday is going well. Hope you guys had a good weekend. As you guys can see, the star of the show is not here today, but I'm gonna just try and drop one of my experiences that I had. Hopefully, it could add value to anybody listening. The other day, I was kind of upset. I was a little angry. Now, please, disclaimer: I'm very fulfilled with my life. I'm glad where I'm at. I'm thankful. I'm appreciative. I love everything that I do, and so it was more so like mad at myself in a sense like I have more to do. Like there's more that I have in me, more capacity that I can hit. And I didn't like where I was at in life in terms of my goals. Excuse me, in terms of my journey, because goals are really not supposed to be hit. Excuse me. Goals are just give you a sense of direction. If you're hitting your goals easy, then they're too small of goals. Like you need to kind of like set them in a high like direction, high goal, I guess you could say, so that way it gives you the right direction. That's all they're supposed to do. So, um, but yeah, I was thinking about that and I was like, man, I feel like I should be further along in my journey. And so I analyzed myself, and the conclusion that I came to is like, well, first off, these emotions are irrelevant. It doesn't matter how I feel. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter how angry I am, or how upset, or if I think I should be, further along, if I think I deserve more, like all of that is irrelevant because you've heard me say it before, but success, does not care about the validity of your excuses. So I started to analyze, okay, if I don't like the outcome, if I don't like in other words, the output, then that means I haven't put enough input. And the way that you analyze that is the results or the outcome of whatever it is that you do are actually delayed 90 days. So if you're enjoying something right now, if you have something going on that's going well in your life, some type of result or an outcome, well, just know that result is because of what you did 90 days ago. So if you don't enjoy what you have right now and you don't enjoy where you're at, that means 90 days ago, your input wasn't high enough to produce the outcome that you wanted. So I was like, okay, I have to increase the input, right? So I need to work harder. I need to be on top of things. I need to like put more work in. See, I had a conversation with a guy at the pickleball court. He's like, what if everybody, because there's talent. He's like, there's talented people, right? I was like, yeah, but work ethic is the biggest equalizer. And he said, okay, well, what if everyone in the world worked 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they all worked the same and their skill set was all to the same level? Well, now the people that had talent would just be a little bit better than those other people. And I thought about that and I was like, you know what? I may be wrong. It was a thought in the moment, and I pretty much agreed to it till now. But maybe somebody has a debate that will change my thought process. But I said if that actually happened and people worked 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at the same craft and had the same skill set, well, then talent would not exist. See, the definition of talent is an innate ability, someone who's naturally good at something. But the person that works the hardest, you guys have heard the same, consistency and work ethic outbeats, outscales, whatever you want to say, talent, right? So if everybody worked the same amount, then eventually there would be no talent. Everybody would look to be just as good as another. And the reason why talent is kind of a thing is because there's a lot of average people in the world that are at a certain craft, and might be somebody else who's just as average but better at that craft than they are. And that's why there's a talent component there because they're like, well, they're just a little bit better. But if everybody worked the same, the input would be so high that the output would have no option but to give them the result of quote unquote someone who was talented. So that was pretty interesting conversation. I think that if you're in a position right now, whatever you do, it doesn't matter. Um, just look at your input. And if you don't like your output, then increase your input. You look at somebody like Kobe Bryant, and the reason why he was so talented or so good at basketball was because his input was 3 times harder, stronger, higher, better than all of the other people that he was playing against. See, he talked about him going to the gym 3 times before they went on their fourth, whatever. All this, I don't know exactly what it is, but his work ethic was his input was so much higher, so the output, it was just a massive gap in skill set. And I guess it kind of goes back to the book, The Slight Edge, how it talks about it's about the little things that you do consistently that really matter, but they're so easy to do, which also makes them easy not to do. So it's like we all know how to get a six pack, and it's easy. You eat good, and you go to the gym. but it's also easy not to do those things. And I can say that for myself because I don't have six pack. I love to eat. So it's one of those components where I can't sit here and be like, why haven't I gotten abs yet? Well, it's because my input hasn't reflected the output, which is abs. It's like it's not really rocket science, but I think a lot of times in the point of like being upset, we kind of forget our logic and we just think about, oh, I'm so upset. I hate this. But all of those thoughts are evil, throwing them in your mind, in your thought. Like, oh, this emotion, this evil, whatever, makes you feel like this isn't working. I can't do this, all of this stuff. But in reality, you just got to increase the input. So with that being said, I just wanted to come in and drop that off. So take a look at your life, break it down, analyze yourself, and realize, can I do more? And if the answer is yes, and you don't have the outcome you want, well, then you have your answer. Just do more of what it is that you're not doing. And if you don't know where to start, just learn, look at what your goal is, and cancel out things you shouldn't do. Right? If you don't know how to get abs, but your goal is to get abs, well, you know what not to do. So just do the opposite. So you know you're not supposed to eat cake, just don't eat cake. You know you're not supposed to sit around all day and do nothing. You're supposed to be active and be exercising and things like that. So just do the opposite of what you're not supposed to do. A lot of times people try to analyze so much of what to do, just analyze what not to do. And then that would pretty much kind of help you get on that path, I guess. So I know I talked a little bit about the slight edge, but the next book that I'm obsessed with, I just finished reading, The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. This book is fire. I recommend this book. This is an incredible book. Oh, well, you can't see the back, but you saw the front. So, but yeah, hope this video helped, and I'm proud of you, regardless, wherever you're at in life. I'm proud of you. God loves you, and you're doing a great job. Keep it up, bro. And gals, if anybody else is watching. So, God bless you. God loves you. Peace.